3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the show!
Hello, welcome to Trend Settings episode 28. I tried to rap, I just ended up reading out my notes. That's what happens when Chris isn't here. Sadly he died in a tragic fire.
He did.
Of work. Because he had to work tonight. That was what that was about. Now, we are group.
Brandon nearly needed to work.
So he's not dead.
Yeah, we almost lost a lot of people tonight.
Thank the Lord.
Is that good if we lose people?
No. Sorry. No, we don't advocate losing people.
Okay, we're Group Settings. This is Trend Settings, episode 28. I'm Ali.
My name's Brandon.
I'm Ye Chen.
I'm Jono.
And timer start. We've been going for 2 minutes, I'm going to say. Love you. We're not on Instagram this week because this room doesn't really accommodate for it. Sorry if you were waiting for it. But, life's life.
Life is life.
What are we talking about this week, Ali? It's funny you should ask that, Ali, because this week we are talking about Super Bowl hysteria, Corey Bernardi.
Not Bernardo. Don't worry, keep going.
New contraceptive gel stopping babies.
Ooh.
And it's not Trump.
Talk about sex.
Number 4, Obama kite surfing.
Shivers.
It's more interesting than it sounds.
Obama kite surfing. Nice.
I just read that. I'm like, that sounds
So
really
many
boring.
pictures.
It's super interesting. Okay, Super Bowl. Did anyone watch the Super Bowl?
Yes, some of it. Bits of
As
it.
an American, I didn't.
Did you know that you're the first American we've ever had on this podcast?
I didn't, but I'm honored now to know.
Yeah, well, you just missed your National Sport Day. How do you feel about that?
With Lady Gaga being on the Super Bowl halftime show, honestly, I don't feel like I missed out on much. However,
Throwing shade.
Okay, no.
Wow.
No. Now with the basically the how it's the first overtime Super Bowl in history and also the biggest comeback in history.
Is it?
I'm actually very sad that I missed out on that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 28-1, right? At halftime.
I believe 28-3.
21-3, but then Atlanta scored right after the break, so they were
So it was in the third quarter things started moving for the Patriots.
So that's a 20-point difference in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. What was the previous record? It was 14 or something.
I can't remember.
I have some quick questions.
Okay.
So I would like to ask the American.
Okay.
Why is it called the Super Bowl?
I have no idea.
Great.
Because I'm assuming because
there's other bowls though.
There's other bowls,
Rose Bowl.
There's the Rose Bowl, which is
they're just for different big games.
See, I always thought it was a Super Bowl, the ball they used to play is super, but it's like a bowl, right?
No, you were wrong.
No, it's definitely BOWL.
Like a salad bowl.
If you're ever wondering why Ye Chen's so stupid, it's not. It's not that he's stupid.
Oh my god, that's a valid question. Valid question.
It's that he's not from Australia or America.
Ali, do you know
There's a lot of things he just doesn't know.
Ali, do you know why it's called the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because it's the big bowl. The bowl, it means
What's the bowl?
a big
The
game.
stadium?
Yeah,
no, the.
Actually, you would know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Are you
I
stupid?
don't know the technical reason, but I know a big football.
So you don't know.
A football game is called a bowl, something bowl, Sugar Bowl, Super Bowl.
Okay, moving on.
I just thought it was because the stadium looks like a bowl.
It probably that's
what I thought as well.
That's a valid.
Yeah.
I would assume so. As an American, I approve that.
Ali.
nice.
Second question.
Maybe they give him a bowl instead of a cup.
Yeah, maybe. The guy that seems to be making the headlines is called Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Why
the
do
GOAT.
I was going to say, why do we call him the GOAT?
He is the greatest of all time, I think, statistically.
It's an anachronism. It's an anachronism.
The greatest. You didn't know that?
I had no idea.
Why is
I thought you were being sarcastic. You legitimately don't
This is
know
why
that.
I didn't rescind my statement about him being stupid.
Guys, if you have no idea who Tom Brady is, just go to Google and search GOAT.
And you'll either get him or Kobe or Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
I thought you were about to ask why people hate him.
People hate it?
Yeah, he's quite divisive.
Well, I mean...
Maybe now I think a lot of people
There's a competitive spirit with the Brady brothers.
I looked up photos of him and I was like, he does not look anything like a goat. But now it all makes sense.
You thought it was a nickname or something?
I was like, why is it the goat? Anyways.
Fantastic.
You got any more questions?
Let me have a think. No, that's it.
Great.
Valid questions.
So, don't defend him.
Defend me.
Brandon's a very nice person.
I approve it as American.
Okay, so Super Bowl, right? most people don't even care about the actual Super Bowl except all of America. But the rest of the world likes the commercials and the things surrounding it because
That's right.
there's so many eyes on it on the world. The
I like
ads
Super
cost
Bowl.
a lot, so they put a lot of money into the commercialness of it. So the whole thing, even the part they're selling to you, ends up being quite entertaining. So this year, people were pretty disappointed with the commercials, like the product kind of ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, like famous ones from the past were like the "Was it?" You remember that? Ad?
Domino's?
I don't remember that.
Wait. Was it Pizza
remember
Hut? Pizza Hut.
What? I don't remember what. No, it was Budweiser.
Oh, it's
Right.
No, it was
It was the one
Domino's.
where they pick up the phone and they go "Was it?"
Was
Oh, I do remember that.
That's
Yeah,
like
it's
the
pizza.
original, like worldwide one. I think.
Lil Jon?
No,
No.
it was before him.
But I'm thinking of the Dave Chappelle skit.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah, they probably made fun of it.
Yeah.
It's been referenced in like everything that's ever been.
Yeah.
There's heaps of other ones I can't think of. Can you think of any, Brandon, Mr. America?
I'm thinking about one that's most controversial in the season. Actually, was the Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola when they got released. There's been a lot of hysteria that come, especially on Facebook, that I've seen in my friends.
Why, is there a Muslim in it?
There's actually probably way more religions. Basically, what happens is Coca-Cola released an ad with a bunch of different type of nationalities and ethnicities in different languages singing America the Beautiful. Now that sounds beautiful and sounds poetic because Coca-Cola is about inclusion. However,
America is not about inclusion.
apparently not, because the hashtag that came out after that is hashtag Speak American. I'm not kidding you. That has
Surely that's
No,
got to have been
that-
sarcastic.
no, that like this is like
being
I'm sure there is some
ironic, right?
satirical ones where it's funny, where everyone's trying to be funny, but there are some I'm
Speak
sure
American.
very loud Trump supporters that actually mean that when they put that on their Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, you're a Trump supporter. What do you think about it?
I'm definitely not a Trump supporter.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so
sorry,
We'll get into
Sorry, that's yeah.
we'll get into that in the Obama section. So let's not talk too much about Trump yet.
Let's
Now-
not talk about it. Oh.
Let's not talk about him ever, but we have to, unfortunately. Now,
Keeps trending.
everyone was saying this year the best thing were all the movies that got trailerized or trailers came out. for them.
Trailerized?
I'm good at English, I swear.
You
Now.
stupid.
We're gonna. Oh, jeez. All right.
You started it.
smells some beef.
Well, he just kind of took over and asked the two dumbest questions ever. Like,
You didn't even know the answer to one of them.
yeah. Well, who cares what the Super Bowl? Anyway,
I wanna know.
We're talking
It's a
about.
super cut.
Let's talk about the movies that they advertised that look hectic. So,
What are they?
Fate of the Furious is first up, which I guess is Fast and the Furious 8. This is Chen.
Yeah.
This is your thing.
This is the Fast and the Furious 8.
Good.
It's,
Thank goodness. Glad we got that
I
sorted.
thought you were just
Nailed it.
asking for clarification. Yes, it is.
I was pretty sure.
You thought you were going to take over.
It is.
You could have kept going though if you really wanted to. So this ad.
There's
Now.
okay.
I think he was about to.
So Dom, right? He's the main character.
Dominic Toretto.
He
Not
is.
Dom.
I've completely forgotten the actor's name.
Vince.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Vincent
Vince Diesel.
Everyone's back for it. There's more than 8 people, so they couldn't do like Fate of the Furious with 8 people because there's like 20 of them now. They just keep accumulating.
The
and
first
then-
one without Paul Walker, right?
Oh gosh, don't.
Yes.
It's too soon.
How do you,
It's the only
as
one.
an American, how do you feel about Paul Walker?
I really hope there's a CGI cameo of
That's an
Paul
interesting
Walker.
question.
Really?
I really do.
As an American.
Really?
I'm
Like-
so
like-
the
Even
opposite.
after that point,
What?
they were driving away
No,
from each other
okay.
thing. And
Yes, I hope there's a comeback.
No.
Like he would raise from the dead like Tupac.
What?
Like kind of like the hologram at Coachella. I really hope there's some.
And he starts rapping.
Yeah, I mean that'd be icing on the cake,
Paul
but it'd be awesome if it was
Paul
both.
Walker.
But Paul Walker.
Obviously.
Hope there-
Why is
hope there's a
Tupac in
comeback
this
in the
movie?
I don't know.
In their defense, at least they have a brother who looks a lot like him, so it,
Yeah.
it actually did look alright in this movie. A lot better than Peter Cushing.
A lot better than Princess Leia.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
yeah.
disturbing. I had nightmares about
there
that.
was a disturbance in the force.
Good one.
Funny you are.
I can't remember where the button is on that, but the lollies don't come out. Sorry for the visual joke. Now, are you guys pumped for this, or are you sick of Fate and the Furious? Fast and the Furious franchise.
Okay, so it's one of those things that
Sorry.
It answered. Yoda answered. That's crazy.
Is it done? It just kept
That went
going.
a lot longer than I thought it
Yeah.
Yoda speaks pretty slow.
It's one of those things that it's getting worse every time, but I can't stop watching it because I'm too invested in it.
would. I
So
think
it's
it's been through troughs. 4 was terrible.
You really?
No, 4.
Is that the one where they're doing muscle car like wheelies all the time?
They do that in every single one.
No, but like there was specifically muscle cars and they were running drugs from like Mexico or
Ah.
something. across the
Yeah, that
border
is
through a
4.
tunnel. That
Yeah.
was the worst.
No, 2's the worst, I think.
What? You guys are terrible.
One is
Okay.
one is great.
One
definitely
is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I defer.
No,
Go on.
okay. Let me do my thing. One is the best. Tokyo Drift is the second best, and then 2 is the third best.
Very
Now,
quickly, what
yes.
is it about 1 that you like?
Okay, so these are ranked in order of how much they are about the actual cars.
Yes, agree.
And that's what
That
these
is why I
movies-
agree
yeah.
with
Okay.
you.
That is
Because
what
they
these
actually
movies are
care
supposed to
about
be.
their cars.
So
now
now-
they just go and get a car out of nowhere.
That's
It's like,
right,
who
yeah.
got that car? What is the story
it's
behind
true.
that car?
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Like when Paul Walker's driving his car and he does the NOS thing and then parts of his car start
Yeah.
falling off. It's because he didn't care about his car.
That's right.
It's the lesson of that's the moral of the entire movie.
Responsibility.
Is caring about your car. It's like your family.
Yeah, no.
Drive
I
safely.
Just
think
trash them.
Not
I mean-
the actual family.
the other thing is like
They're there as well. The car's
Yeah.
sitting at the table. That's
right.
all that's
it's
Now the
it's
cars
become
are like-
much less about the cars. Like it used to be about the enthusiast cars and the cars that people who love cars are into. Now it's just blacked out sedans that you can't even tell what they are.
Yeah,
and they're
that's
just
the
you
idea
know,
for production, right?
lots of guns.
So what is it about?
And sponsors.
It's about people shooting each other and
Well, that's
rolling
like a heist
camera
one.
actions.
Like they've done a heist one, they've done like a revenge one. It's sort of like genre crossing, but action.
A few of them are about heists, but they all like they used to involve cars. And the
Yeah.
biggest difference that I noticed is they stopped naming the cars.
Hmm.
So if you look on the early ones, they'll talk about that's a
Like S200. or
S2000, that's a 98 Supra, or there's 3 black Civics down the highway. But now they just don't even mention the cars,
something. Yeah.
and I don't think they're trying to be more mainstream, which is good for the industry, and they're making a lot more money. But as a car enthusiast, it kind of sucks.
Sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
sad.
Now it's more just you kind of do it to see them all together because it's kind of fun.
Mm.
Right?
I could easily skip this one. I'll be quite happy to.
Yeah, I honestly,
Yeah.
my number 1 was number 5. I really, 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 really like number 5.
Was that the first heist one
Yeah,
with The Rock?
it was the one where they're in Brazil when the Rock is the good,
Yeah.
is the bad guy, but
That's
he's
right,
the good
yeah.
guy.
That was
they're
the
bad
first
guys.
heist.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Close second is number 1, and then Tokyo Drift, and the rest are just garbage to me.
Mm. Wow.
The main reason number 5 is good is because the girlfriend isn't in it. I really can't stand her.
She
good
is
'cause
really
she's not
annoying,
in it.
and it looks like Vin Diesel's about to go through the exact same character arc
Yeah.
where he
yeah.
turns bad.
Yeah, that was annoying, hey?
Like
When
we've
she
already
turns
done
bad.
this. We've done this with the chick, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, you actually said this. This relates to one of the other trailers. Last time we talked about trailers
Yeah.
was how this trailer is the same as the Transformers
Exactly
trailer,
the same.
Yeah.
which is another franchise which is on number 5, I think.
Nah, yeah.
I can't believe it's still going.
And Optimus
a
Prime
slippery
is the
slope.
bad guy now.
Yeah.
What?
he?
No.
In the trailer for that movie, Optimus Prime is. But they
How
came
could they
out.
do this?
These two trailers came out exactly the same time, and this one, Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel's bad, and in
it's the same
Transformers, Optimus Prime is gone bad. It's the exact same movie.
Like,
Oh
what,
my
I actually
gosh.
watched them next to each other, and it's frightening
Mm.
how similar they are.
Mm.
yeah.
Except one has Anthony Hopkins.
Is Michael
Oh,
Bay
that's
just
plus.
like running Hollywood now or something?
He makes the money, so
He does.
So all these franchises are making money. On a better note, a new Logan trailer came out, and I tell you what, people,
what?
I haven't been as excited for a Marvel movie as I have for this in like 10 years.
Wow.
This looks so friggin' good.
The trailer that had the Johnny Cash song was amazing. I didn't like them using Amazing Grace for this trailer.
I like the one where the girl's killing lots of people. I
Yeah,
think that's
that-
the Johnny Cash one.
I actually agree the
Yeah.
Johnny Cash
Yeah.
one was better because it actually had a bit of a
I just
story
feel
to it.
uncomfortable with someone using Amazing Grace for a movie.
Yeah,
it feels like
especially-
it's reducing. It's like it's worth more than that.
Especially when a
It's
little
not for a
girl's
movie.
stabbing people.
Yeah, it's like this has nothing
Yeah,
to do with
that's true.
God or anything. Why is this in your movie? The Johnny Cash song was perfect.
Yeah, because it's so dark.
Yeah,
But like everything about this, like old people mutants, the fact that Professor X is having seizures and that like wrecks neighborhoods because he's such a powerful psychic that when he has seizures, like it just kills people.
Mm.
And Logan, you see him trying to put his claws back into his hand. That's such a freaking cool idea that like he can't retract his claws anymore because he's old and he's got metal bones that aren't his bones
Probably got arthritis.
in his thing.
Yeah.
Like that's so. It sounds dumb, but it's so interesting to me in the just going this way.
Like breaking down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I have a
I
question.
have to agree.
What?
Wolverine's power is that he self heals, though, right?
Yeah.
His main power is that, yeah.
But
He's
so,
basically
but he still
invulnerable.
ages.
Let me tell you.
Something's
All
gone
right,
wrong.
let's go into this.
So there's a few different kind of stories of how the healing factor works. In most way, kind of like arcs, it does make him not age, but it does get worse, as in like it gets less strong, the healing factor, so
Right.
it does age. It's just
Eventually.
crazy slow.
Right.
That's why in Days of Future Past he's got a little silver hair, like I have a little silver hair.
And not because he's actually getting old. Yeah.
Right.
It's just the healing factor's working less.
Yeah.
So, and
Interesting.
in the actual comic of Old Man Logan, he can't fight very well either because he's always in pain, because when he gets hit, like the metal is like hitting him.
Ah.
Like he's got a metal skeleton, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually like really hard for him to like move and everything.
Jeez.
Super interesting.
Very interesting.
In the comics, the metal skeleton was constantly taking up some of his healing factor as well, right?
Yeah.
Because someone strips it off at some point and then it gets stronger again.
Yeah.
Ah.
So it was taking healing factor to have the metal skeleton.
obviously to keep him alive.
Yeah.
Because it should kill you.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
The biggest thing about this is it's R-rated, and I really my only hope for this movie is that it's not a big action movie. I hope it's subdued. I hope it's a road trip movie with these three people trying to get to California or something. The way Book of Eli is a road trip movie.
Yeah.
And then Deadpool shows up.
Speaking of Deadpool, it's the only other R-rated Marvel movie. Do you think this movie will do better than Deadpool?
No.
No, probably not.
No.
Oh, though it is the last Hugh Jackman one and people might go and see it for that.
Wait,
that's
so this
true.
is it? He's
Hugh
done?
Jackman is a massive draw, isn't he? Yeah, I think he said it's his last.
This is
I
it?
don't know if it actually will be, but
Yeah, and the universal appeal of a funny movie is actually pretty crazy. And this
Yeah,
is not
true.
a funny movie.
Doesn't look like
R-rated funny as opposed to R-rated like gore is very different.
it's on the back of a not great X-Men movie as well. So there won't be any of the pull from the last one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And it's like it won't. There hasn't been a good Wolverine movie yet, or the most of them have been crap. There was one like alright one. There hasn't been like an awesome Wolverine, so there's no like momentum for that.
There's only
Right.
two other ones, right? It's the Silver
think so.
Samurai one, and then there's the really bad one.
Yeah.
With the really bad Deadpool.
I haven't seen any of them.
Don't
So
don't
it's
bother.
not-
Yeah,
it's not
Yeah,
worth it.
That's
just
not
watch
worth
X-Men
it.
2 if you want to watch a good Wolverine one.
It is interesting that both, I guess all of them kind of revolve around him losing his healing power though, because he's not interesting when he can heal himself. He's only interesting when he
really.
breaks down.
Yeah. I mean, that's with everything, though.
Yeah, it's the same as Superman. You're waiting to see someone pull out some kryptonite.
That's right.
That's why the X-Men.
Yeah, but
go.
no, I'd say that's the entire story is like them trying to find the kryptonite to
Yeah,
go have the
stop
battle.
them.
So even it could just be about whoever he's fighting. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. The also Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer came out.
Ooh.
And frig, this looks great as well. Like,
Yeah.
what did you guys think of the first one?
The first trailer or the first
First
movie?
movie, sorry.
Great.
Yeah, incredible. I
Like-
love Chris Pratt.
It's probably my favorite Marvel movie out of this like
People have said that.
universes. MCU.
Yeah, I agree.
I was like,
I was trying.
tease!
what is it really hard to critique?
I was trying to think of something that was better, but you know
Wow.
what? I think it's up there.
I can't think of anything. I
mean,
mean,
other
like,
than
I really
Deadpool.
loved the first Avengers movie, but I would still rather now watch the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Like I've
For
seen
sure.
them all. That's the one I would think.
I
wanna
like
watch that one again.
Civil War, but
Was a good
only for the
movie.
fact that there's so many superheroes in it,
Yeah.
and you get to see them fight each other. But
Yeah.
Guardians is pretty.
Like if you
pretty
thought
good.
right now, which one would I watch again if I had to watch?
Oh, for sure.
Guardians.
Yeah, because I rewatched Civil War because it just came out on Netflix.
Yeah, same.
And it is still awesome, but I can watch Guardians of the Galaxy every day, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Civil War's pretty heavy. You wouldn't normally.
It is,
get
isn't it?
to
Yeah,
watch it.
and
It's very
quite long.
different taste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But how much more of an iconic soundtrack do you have than Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah,
Come on.
true.
Yeah.
Like I listen to that soundtrack out of like watching
Yeah,
the movie.
it's
and
up
it's
there
incredible.
to Remember the Titans,
100%.
Definitely.
which is probably because they're both the same genre.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Motown, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, the classics. You can't go wrong.
Do you think the expectation's too high for the second one?
Ooh.
The only thing I would have been worried about is them going too big, but the perfect thing about the first one, it was such a small ensemble cast, but the story was so big and it wasn't stupid. Well, it was stupid, but it was intentionally stupid
The
in
best way
places.
possible.
In that,
When he
like
dances at the end.
they used the comedy to make it more realistic.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, which they really seem to be doing, and from the ad with all the what's the wrestler's guy's name, Batista guy. When he's like, look out, after the chick gets hit by the meteor. He's like, I tried, guys, I'm sorry.
He was great.
Yeah.
He did so well.
He is a good character.
Yeah, they all have such a good chemistry. The only thing that I would be worried about in this one is they've got a few extra like people in the team. I hope it doesn't like dilute it.
I'd be worried that the plot has to tie in, because this is the one that's going to have to lead into the Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Like, it's the one that's going to have to bring them into the same universe.
That's right.
And that could be weird.
Which hopefully makes it better and not Guardians worse.
I guess they were always in it, though, because the bad guy's in that one. Thanos is in that one.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
all
just
the
one
Skrulls
scene.
and
So
though.
if they end up
So-
having to fight him, though, and if he's in this one, they wouldn't have to necessarily bring... I just don't want the Earth stuff to come into it. Yeah.
I think it would
I want
be,
his dad to come into it, but I don't want Earth to come
I think a classy way to do it would be to have the post-credit scene of them landing on Earth, and then just leave it at that. So it still brings you...
Right, they might
brings
have
them
to do
together.
something on Earth.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
but
Yeah.
don't like...
But, like, not during
Exactly,
the
yeah.
plot
Don't have,
of the
like,
movie.
10 minutes
It
on-
would have
on
to
Earth.
lead into it, though. They'd have to go there for a reason.
Or they'll crash there or something.
Yeah.
Or he decides he wants to get more music.
Yeah.
I heard iTunes is out.
He just got a fresh tape though from his mum's present, so
He's like...
they really planned it.
Or it just really
Apparently they have
proves
these things called iPods.
There's a
like-
lot more Motown songs where those ones came from.
Yeah.
That's nice. Anyone got more to say about it?
Excited. When's it
Yeah.
out?
I didn't actually look. I think it's this summer though. Sometime it's like one of the big
Nice.
summer ones.
6
So
months.
American summer, not Australian summer.
Which is right now.
We should have started with Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Now,
Good.
another trailer. Dead.
What? Dead.
It.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Oh,
Very long title.
This is another long franchise. It was like the year of long franchise trailers.
It's a year of just people beating dead horses, eh?
Yeah.
That, for some reason, keep coughing up money.
Yeah, I mean, if you beat it...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It
a dead
works.
horse full of money for some
right.
reason.
I have such opposing feelings about this franchise because every time I see a trailer for it, I love the pirate aesthetic. It's probably my favorite like historical visual thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the ships and the people, like decrepit people with their hats and their leather and their swashbuckling.
Yar.
And they say what you will about the movies, they really nail the visual part. The CGI in these ones is so good. What happened?
Don't
What did you
worry. H.M. was like making a fish face. I was trying to understand
do?
why.
Well, you know where you find fish?
Where?
In the ocean.
Ah,
Which-
what else do you find in
Are
there?
these dead fish though?
There
That
is-
are like zombie fish?
There is a hectic... Did you guys watch the trailer?
Yes.
There is a hectic part where there's people running on top of the water. And it looks cool.
Didn't they already do dead people though?
Yeah, but
Pirates.
they were skeletons before. These guys don't look like skeletons. They're definitely running out of things to do.
It seems like a lot of just undeadness in this entire like the two of the movies had that because there's the dude Davy Jones
Yeah.
has his ship that's got people.
He was more
Like,
fish people, though.
They were fish people, but they were still like they should be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were people that couldn't die, even if they wanted to.
That was in the first one with
Oh,
Jeffrey
is it?
Rush, who's back in it, which is good.
So
Jeffrey Rush is awesome.
technically they weren't dead because they're just enslaved to Davy Jones.
That's right. You
Yeah,
kept them alive.
but like kind of perpetually.
So limbo, sort of.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it's sort of an inhuman zombie type
Mm.
existence, similar to an undead sort of trope.
Yeah,
They
and
keep
they're
doing
looking for Jack Sparrow, which is like the last 4 of them have been that.
Yeah.
Where's Jack Sparrow?
yeah, I have an opinion.
Do you?
I don't like this series
Yeah.
at all.
You didn't like the first one?
I don't like any of them.
You didn't like the first one?
I've only seen 2 of them, and I didn't
Was it the
like-
first one?
Yeah, first and second.
You didn't like it?
Nah.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Blew my mind. You're the only person I've ever met who didn't like the first one.
I don't know. Like, I think it's funny because Ali, you mentioned about the aesthetics, and like that's sort of the part that I don't really like. The music didn't. And it's
Once again.
it's funny because it's things that people really love about this movie are the things
Yeah.
that I don't like. So like, it's going to be a very unpopular opinion, but like
That's
I
weird.
didn't like the music in it.
Yeah. The
The
music is
yeah,
great.
exactly. Yeah.
It's all like
The aesthetics, like you know what?
So much
Maybe it's
energy in it,
because as soon as I think of pirates, I expect like One Piece type of pirates. One Piece, the
So you're
anime.
not thinking like Somalian guys.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm thinking like.
Is that what you want? AK-47s and
No.
small boats.
Do you guys know what One Piece is?
Yeah, I know in One Piece. Wait, but you're looking for
Most
like more of
people
a
listen to
happier
Happier, but like
theme?
also like a bit more magical.
A bit more
so,
magical.
Unrealistic pirates.
More magical
No,
than
it's
this one.
okay. So,
more magical than a kraken and undead pirates.
Correct.
but the thing
And
is,
a hammerhead shark person.
the main character, there's like nothing about him that I like.
I just want to clarify. You're
Jack Sparrow.
saying that the Pirates of the Caribbean series is not magical enough.
There's
for
not
you.
enough magic.
Oh my god.
The one where they turn the ship upside down to go into hell isn't magical enough.
Yeah, it's just dumb. All right, I don't
They
like it.
need
You
a
don't like-
god.
And,
I don't like any of them. Let's move on.
and you don't like Jack Sparrow. I'm sorry. I just want to keep vetting this because
Stop him. I don't like him.
why
Well,
don't
he
you like
beat
Jack
up his
Sparrow?
wife.
Yeah, that's just.
Speaking
well,
of, I saw a friggin'
about his
perfume
wife?
ad with him in recently. Why would
Yeah.
anyone hire him? He just
Well, they probably
'Cause he's
paid
hot.
for it, I
aren't they
imagine.
selling perfume to? Oh, that's confusing.
Well,
He's not that. He's kind of weird looking, isn't he?
Chicks love him.
yeah.
Do they
Yeah.
still?
Yeah.
Jack, yeah.
he's a bad boy.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
He's
I'd
misunderstood
get beaten up
because
by
he's
him.
bad
Anyway,
What?
I don't.
What? let's
Okay, so
let's move on.
what else was on the Super Transformers the last night.
Ah,
we don't have to talk about this
Nah,
one.
let's move
I
on.
just brought it up.
Move
Okay,
on.
next.
Yeah, it's not
Pass.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yes.
I was so skeptical and so like this is going to be the worst thing ever, but every ad that comes out, frigate looks great.
Yes.
yeah,
I am very, very excited for this.
it's kind of weird looking at it though. Just-
We've spoken about this before when the first teaser dropped.
Hmm.
But I have a question. Scarlett Johansson in that. What do you think?
What about the fact that she's not Asian, or like just in general?
Just both. The fact that she's not Asian and the fact that she's the main character in it. Like, how do you feel? Do you think
I'm
that was
okay
a
with her.
good choice?
I think they could have had an Asian person. It would have looked awesome.
What do you think, Ali?
I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with it, but I am okay with it.
I get that they needed a big draw because it's a weird movie and it's sort of niche, and to get it into a wider audience who don't know about the anime or anything, they had to do like a big name person.
That
But
would
at
be-
the same time, she's not weird enough looking to be in that suit.
You know what? She's
She looks normal.
playing more and more like weird characters. Like she's
Yeah.
getting into the whole sci-fi thing.
Like, yeah, and you think that until you see her bourgeois get like folded off of her body in the trailer, you're like, okay, this is making me less attracted to Scarlett Johansson,
That's not good.
but more interested in Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
If you know what I'm saying.
You want to see
Like-
what's going on inside?
Yeah.
Is she really
my
a cyborg?
Open that body up.
And when she like her face like opens up and it's like a robot, it's like, ugh.
What is she? Is she a cyborg or a? What's the other word that always gets mixed in? Like a
Android.
half-android?
Android.
Is she an android or a cyborg?
So
What's the difference?
I don't want to ruin the movie because that's sort of part of the
Oh.
concept. If it's the same as the anime,
Yeah.
Okay.
but the whole idea is that like Ghost in the Shell. So
Yeah.
basically, like
It's RoboCop, right?
sort of less human than RoboCop.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was very similar to the RoboCop bit, because they take his face off as well. Then.
machine with
Or
a
like he's like a head on its
It's
own.
like a machine with a soul.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it. Yeah.
Right.
But it is like if they stick to sort of the original storyline and the concepts, it's a phenomenal idea, and I'm glad that they're bringing it into the
It's
mainstream.
very high-end sci-fi though, right?
Extremely
like very
high-end, yeah.
thinky.
It's Japanese, so it just reeks of Japanese weird religious.
So there'll be tentacles in it.
Yeah, oh god,
Oh gosh.
oh god. But there's weird like their religious influence and also their like technology influence. So
Yes.
if you watch like
How cool is the part where the chick like sprouts all the legs and she's like,
it's like you can tell okay this is Japanese.
Like tentacles.
yeah, the only not Japanese thing is the main character,
Yeah.
which is pretty big.
Kind of like
Are they going to deal with how the white chick got to Japan in the first place, or why she was there?
how do you say that show? Evangelion or is it
Evangelion?
Evangelion. Depends who you talk to.
Evangelion and Ghost in the Shell were like the two shows that I grew up watching when I was young, and they
That
sort
must
of
have confused you a lot as a child.
extremely, but they're quite similar in that they're extremely like very Japanese in their themes
Yeah.
and the way the story is told.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm excited for this movie.
Does a lot of it happen in our head? Because like Japanese things tend to deal with the psychology of characters a lot more. Like in Evangelion, he's always having like some sort of friggin' crisis. He's the most annoying main character of all time.
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evangelion. Maybe because they're so similar is why I don't like either of them. Crucify me.
Are they that similar? Evangelion's not really like anything.
They're not, like, the story's completely different. It's more, it's very similar themed.
Right.
You know what else is quite similar that's totally different is Pacific Rim. When you watch that movie, it makes you think this has a very Japanese feel to it.
Yeah.
Like, there's that one Japanese girl in it, but other than that, like, the whole theme, the way the story is told, the fact that, like, the Earth opened up and there's monsters coming out, and we've decided to make huge robots that two people have to control because they're so big, because that's how technology works.
Because that was the best way to fight those
exactly,
giant monsters.
Like, that's a very Japanese theme.
Yeah.
Or Power Rangers. Are Power Rangers Japanese?
I wouldn't be surprised
so.
if they originally are, because they also involve a giant robot fighting giant monsters.
They like that stuff, don't they?
They really do.
We're getting way too niche.
Bunch of weirdos.
If you haven't turned off, keep listening. We're not talking about weird Japanese things.
The next movie is my most anticipated movie in the whole year.
John Wick 2.
I'm so excited
starring
for this.
Keanu Reeves. And you know what? I don't know if this is the first time since the great trilogy of The Matrix. But Lawrence Fishburne
Who's that?
is back.
Is he?
With Keanu Reeves in a movie.
Oh.
Wow.
That's an action movie.
Lawrence Fishburne is Morpheus.
He's Morpheus.
Oh, the black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh my.
Sorry.
So John Wick 2, you can't really talk about it too much because it's so good in that there's no depth to it.
Good.
Like it's so
This
good.
movie, him like trying to kill someone. He kills so
Have
many
you not
people
seen it?
because someone kills his dog.
No,
I'm trying to
Jono.
remember the reason he got really angry.
No.
Because it wasn't very important.
Jono, his wife passed away,
Yeah,
and then...
but that wasn't the fault of the people he was killing.
No,
Right.
the only thing that she left him
Yeah.
was a new puppy and said, I know it's hard because I'm dead, obviously, but you need to start loving again. Start with this. And she left him a puppy.
Yeah,
And the only
and then
thing...
the douchebag.
The only thing that he likes in his life is his dog and his
Yeah.
puppy. And the guy killed his puppy and stole his car.
His car and his puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's revenge time, and he kills 76 people.
Oh my gosh.
It's a great movie though.
About 40 of them were headshots. So great
So many
movie.
headshots.
How do you know the stats of that?
I really like this movie.
So there's the second one. It looks like more of the same thing, which is great.
And it was released today.
Oh, did you watch the honest trailer for John Wick? Is that why you know their stats?
Yes.
Because I was like, I know their stats as well.
Yes.
Okay, I saved the best for last. Stranger Things 2.
Yes. I didn't watch this.
What?
What?
'Cause
The
I did-
trailer or the whole
The
thing?
trailer.
Oh,
I don't want to see
I was
it.
going
It's-
to walk
I'm
over there
gonna
and
watch
slap
it.
you.
It's-
I'm gonna watch the show.
It is the
It's
perfect
just-
trailer in that it gives you teasers about everything, but it doesn't actually tell you.
It tells you nothing, really.
Yeah.
But the thing they are telling you, you kind of already knew,
Mm.
and they're like putting it on magazine articles because all the promo stuff involves 11.
Mm.
So like they can't just say, yeah, she's not in it. Here's a poster with her in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So like 11, like it's like 11's back and there's crazy things happening. That's pretty much what's happened in the trailer, like visual craziness.
And Jon Snow's alive.
And
Oh, what?
Anyway, keep going.
This show probably has... It's the only soundtrack that, like, instantly draws me in any,
Yeah.
like, series.
TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the end, it just goes bang,
Yeah.
Absolutely
and you're
love
just
how
like,
they do that. Exactly.
that was my reaction.
Yeah, for sure, every time.
Every single
Every
person.
time.
Yeah, that's everyone's reaction.
It's like they're playing the keyboard on your spine, and it just goes up.
That is a fantastic
It's a great
metaphor.
visual.
Yeah, that's an incredible use of words.
Yeah, like
Well done.
me and Chris were filming a different video for the group settings. Go watch it. It's a thing about Nintendo Switch, unrelated. But he goes, Stranger Things 2 trailer just came out. And I'm like, yeah, sure, mate. Like, that's not going to be for like 2 years. And like, he had to tell me 5 times before I believed him.
Oh, when is it meant to be out?
It's not out till bloody Halloween, which is so far away.
Yeah,
October.
far out, man.
This is why I'm not watching that trailer.
I watched it and then saw the date, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
depressing.
this is going to ruin me.
That's how Netflix goes, though, man. They just do it way ahead of time.
But what could happen? Is Barbara alive? Eleven's obviously alive. They've told us that. What's going to happen with Sam? Is he going to become a monster?
Barbara looked pretty dead. Does anyone really care if she's alive or not?
But what if she becomes another monster or something? What if Will becomes?
I think she could become a monster, but she's definitely dead.
Yeah. She looks so dead.
She was in.
They walked past her.
She was in the Upside Down. Let me inform you. She was in the Upside Down
Spoilers.
for less time than Will was. I was calling him Sam before. Sorry,
Yeah.
I meant Will.
Yeah, but the monster actually took her.
But she was in the same situation as Will when he was in the room, as in he had like a tentacle in her mouth, and she was in a cocoon thing, the same way Will was.
That is true.
And they took Will out and just left Barbara, which is really funny when you think about it. She just got stuffed over in that.
That is true. I'd completely forgotten about her.
And so she could still be in there.
She could.
And if anyone could be the bad guy, it'll be her, because she obviously has a bone to pick with no one giving a toss about her. Okay, that's enough about Super Bowl ads. Now, drones, right? This is to do with Super Bowl.
drones.
Let me come around. Lady Gaga did the halftime show,
Yep.
which, who cares about Lady Gaga? She sucks. But
Whoa.
she started on top of the stadium, which, I don't know, is like 2,000 feet. I'm bad at guessing distance.
It's definitely not 2,000 feet.
Like higher or lower?
Lower.
Much
Okay.
lower.
How high is it?
2,000 feet is like when you see a small aircraft flying overhead, that's probably the height.
How high is a stadium?
I don't know, a couple hundred feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
couple
couple hundred feet. She's standing on top of it. You're like, oh, this is nice. She's like, oh, America, America. That's cool.
No, that's
Just
great.
like her. How'd you do that?
And then
For
suddenly
real.
there's just stars behind her, and you're thinking, I'm thinking this. No, and unless you're a camera person, you're thinking this. There's lights behind her, but there's so much light on her that you shouldn't be able to see stars, because the way cameras work, if you have brighter lights than the stars, you're not going to see the stars, and the stars aren't very bright. That's how cameras work. So I'm thinking they must have put like a fishnet or something up there with really bright lights in it or something. And then the lights start to move.
Whoa.
This is not visual. Too visual.
Ali, this is a podcast.
Speak.
And then they become an American flag. And
Whoa.
you're just like, how is this happening? What devilry is this?
Devilry.
And then it turns out they had 300 drones flying in unison.
Amazing.
Oh, that's probably
wow.
IBM's drones.
Yeah.
IBM does a drone show with 300 drones or something.
Wow.
And
I
you
think it's called that.
And you see this and you wonder, why do we use soldiers for anything when we can have 300 drones?
Is that really where your head
in-
went?
That's what you thought
These
of
drones could be
instantly?
killing someone right now.
I went,
Why are they doing that?
My brain went all government and thought weapon.
Yeah, they're working on it. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
sure they
Yeah.
have it already.
It was just like,
Yeah.
it was.
I mean, that's what a predator thing is.
at first I
These
was like,
things last about 10 minutes, so
Yeah.
you can't really fly them into a combat.
at first I was like, this is beautiful. Then I was like, this is scary. And then she jumped off the building, which was like, it would have been really cool if she didn't look so stupid doing
Is that
it.
like a metaphor for people, like America killing itself?
Classic Gaga. Classic Gaga.
Kind of. There's an American flag and she
Like
jumps
she
off the
just
edge.
sung the most representative
It
of
definitely
America's
was a
song
metaphor.
that's not the anthem and
It
then
could
just
be.
jumped off a building.
But sorry for the visual.
America taking a dive into the abyss.
Yeah,
But
look.
the way she jumps is like, hop.
How do you feel about that, Brandon? Do you feel like America's jumped off a building?
Wait, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Okay. The drones are crazy. I just wanted to bring that up. That's next topic. That was probably the longest topic we've ever had. But
Yeah.
it kind of had a lot of subtopics in it. Apologies. We'll get to something else.